Hey guys, thanks for checking out the podcast. Before we get started, I want to remind you about the very cool bucket list trip I am doing in 2026, the Smitty Learns Irish podcast, where I'm going to do my bucket list, hike Ireland for a year, learn about Irish history, town by town, through the mouths of the pub owners and regulars. Because what's a better way to learn about something you love than to experience it yourself? Patreon.com/we3smiths, only $3 a month, and thanks for checking it out. And welcome to the Rock Radar. My name is Smitty from the What the Hell Everything podcast. It's time for a stoner reaction video to a band near and dear to my heart called Brothers Crunch. Now, the whole idea behind this Rock Radar thing is to shine light on bands that nobody knows about, but are your favorite bands. Now, when I was working in radio, I had this band, Brothers Crunch. Lucky enough to have them in the studio from the bustling metropolis of Rapid City, Michigan. That's my hometown. I have somewhere, the same area. So I have a place in my heart for this band. They were produced on their last record and will be for their their next record by my great friend Dave Runyon from Run Media. That guy's about to fucking blow up with his brand new studio. Shish Mountain, Shanty Creek area, Bel Air, Michigan. Huge tourist destination. Before I get to the reaction, a real quick, huge shout out to my sponsor, M22 in Suttons Bay. If you've never been to the beautiful region of Traverse City, northern Michigan, there's so much to enjoy and a great place to stay. Make your reservations. Cute little bungalow things. I always said to myself, how do I describe this M22 in Suttons Bay? Is it a hotel or is it a motel? It's an inn, dummy. M22 in Suttons Bay with a great view of West Grand Traverse Bay, essentially Lake Michigan shores, along the historically gorgeous M22 Drive. So if you're looking to book some vacation time in one of the fastest growing tourist spots in the country, here you go. M22 in Suttons Bay. Thanks so much. He's going to be producing the next record. This is sort of demo-y, I think, what we're going to listen to. So I'm going to give this the stoner reaction treatment for my great friends in the band, Brothers Crunch. Just a good, funky, fucking fun-ass rock and roll band. And Caul, the bass player, makes the most epic fucking basses of all time. So I'm going to react to the new song that they provided me, called Space Jesus. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think of it. And then when we're done listening to the song, I'm going to have the guys on, Caul and Darin, Brothers Crunch, on right after I react to it. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, it's some fun-ass fucking funky rock and roll from Brothers Crunch. And it's called Space Jesus. So let's listen to that, you guys. Self-produced, again, demo. About to go in the studio with Mr. Dave Running, I think, and knock this fucking album out. Nice westerny vibe. This is one thing I love about this band, is that they don't give a fuck, and I mean that in the best, most complimentary way possible. They're making shit that they want to hear. They are fucking with things. Like I said, Caul's basses are just incredible. So they just love fucking around with sound, and they love fucking around with vibe. Like, that's such just a cool old westerny fucking vibe, man. Space Jesus. That should be some sort of like theme song for the podcast, honestly. I think that's Darin singing. I'm going to ask those guys when they come on, but I think that's Darin singing, if I'm not mistaken. That's just fucking cool. have a very like David Lynch sort of like some Chris Isaac kind of vibe. What the fuck is the theme song for True Blood? Wish I could think of it real quick. I'm not gonna play it. I thought that's something I would do, but it's got that same sort of just like disturbed, fucking swampy, westerny kind of vibe. And I like it. I like some really cool things going on in there too. Sounds pretty fucking good for a demo. That's it, man. Honestly, that sounds really fucking good for a demo. Man, Brothers fucking Crunch yet again. They just got a sound that I fucking vibe with, man. Again, from Northern Michigan. Gonna be produced by my great friend Dave Runyon from Runyon Media. So look for that album. Find those guys, fucking, and yeah. Oh, let's talk to those guys.
Whoa,
Brothers Crunch, holy shit. Been a long time since I've seen you guys. How are you?
Yeah, real good.
Excellent.
Yeah, good to be here.
Excellent.
Welcome to the SmitHole.
Yeah, it's
SmitHole.
It has been a while, man. It's been a while since we sat down. It's been a while since we talked music with you guys. We, as in me and us. Last time, I think, was a corner bar. I think we did a corner bar in the studio. Played some live music. Yeah?
Yep.
In the radio station.
Big show on the radio, man.
Corner bar, that's right.
And now you have new music coming out, and I just listened to the song, and I think I said in that reaction that these guys don't give a fuck. Just in a good way. Just in a good way. It's everything you guys do is just centered around creativity and just like brain babies. What's gonna sound good in this fucking moment?
Yeah.
You know?
And, a lot of the new stuff that we're working on, and that was just a home demo. We're going to be re-recording most of that stuff with Dave Runyon once he gets his new digs all built and set up. You're saying he was going to join us here tonight.
Yeah, I got a hold of me. He's like, I got a tile.
He's laying tile. Hell
yeah.
No, he's getting it, man. That place is going to be amazing when it's done. But
and you introduced us to Runyon last time we did a production with you at that corner bar show. That was the first day I ever met Runyon. I think Caul as well.
He's got away with sound, you know.
Yeah,
and
then we've made an album with him since. We've done shows with him. He's flown over our festival and taken photos with his camera with one hand as he was flying a plane by himself.
And apparently that year on his way back to the airport, he actually started having engine trouble. Fucking almost crashed his plane.
I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about that.
Flyby. He made it home safe.
Oh man.
He probably doesn't want us talking about that.
Well, he sold the plane, and I don't think that's why. I don't think that's why. He's probably out searching for Sasquatch and just like, I could fucking detour to take a few photos of these guys.
But it's on the way. It's on the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, these. So we're doing a handful of demos. Some of them are actually songs that we wrote with our childhood friends. Like, damn, when we were like 16.
And yeah,
under 20.
Stwin was 16, which would have made me like 13.
Yeah.
12 maybe.
But we're not gonna. We're knocking on wood and don't want to drop names just yet. But there is a fairly big name that we've been in contact with who might end up doing some of the mixing on this one.
Okay. Which
ties right in with like you were saying, like the no fucks given idea. With this kind of what we're going for, because we did our first EP with Andy Van Gilder, well, 7-song EP, and then did our big album with Runyon, and we kind of felt like we proved that we could put out a solid rock record and pretty straightforward rock record. And so yeah, for this one we're just kind of having fun, fucking around, doing what feels good, what's fun. Yeah.
It sounds like
naughty.
It really just sounds like
naughty.
You got an idea, throw this in, see what's obviously everybody's idea is not always going to be in the song, but that's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? It sounds like you're just catching fucking vibes from everybody.
We got a bunch of friends contributing too.
Yeah.
Eric Jakeway, Ashley Christopher,
Dale Owen. I haven't even showed Caul yet. Dale Owen just sent me. He put 12 guitar, mandolin, and grand piano on a track.
Yeah.
On this track, "Let Me Fall."
So we got a lot
But
of
Aaron sings
big names involved. Yeah.
"Let Me Fall" is Aaron and I. I had wrote some simple chords, and then Aaron rewrote the whole thing with really nice, and then sang it as well with Aaron's
Real
golden
guitar player.
voice.
What's your experience with these guys, Aaron?
Well, we met on a cold winter's night.
I love it when stories start like that.
I saw Darin riding a horse.
That's
jumping.
right.
Hair flowing in the wind.
I forgot about that horse. I found
Did he?
that horse.
Did he?
It wasn't even my horse.
Did he have his boomstick with him?
Oh, Caul was Caul was shortly behind.
On a mule.
So I was running behind on
He was riding.
boomstick with my mule.
No,
So
but
you played with these guys before then?
yeah. I met them. It's been about
When you
three,
moved-
Aaron's
3 years ago,
Aaron's
right?
the sole guitarist of the band. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Who's
Yeah,
playing?
yeah.
Who's? I guess I don't remember who was before.
So
But I
early-
thought one of you guys. No, Caul does bass, obviously.
Yep. Early's
And you're drumming.
Early's taking a break
Okay.
right now.
The Squirrel Master.
Yeah, but Squirrel has also contributed to this upcoming album
Yeah,
already,
okay.
so which I'm so glad he did, because Errol's the man.
But no, Aaron, it's been, a couple of years now?
Yeah.
But Aaron was living in Traverse City for a while. And so we basically snagged him up before any other band could, because he's fucking awesome.
Fuck
Thank
yeah.
you, sir. Thank you.
And since then he's moved back downstate, but still manages to make the trip, the long drive up here to rehearse with us and to record and all that good stuff. So.
And he has at least half a dozen projects, different solo duos.
One of which
How many bands you playing in?
Right now just 2 bands, but then I have my solo gig, and then
Yeah.
I play some duos and.
With
It was funny.
Noel and
I was talking to somebody the other day. How many interchangeable fucking Traverse City bands with just interchangeable members? You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
probably 30 bands, I would guess, with probably several members in each group, and they just kind of just be like, oh, I'm gonna go over here and play with these guys. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool.
Yep.
It's really cool. Let's talk about some other stuff. First of all, where can people find your music before we move into because I want to talk about your basses.
everywhere.
Spotify, CD Baby,
All the shit.
YouTube.
All of them. Amazon.
Yep.
Just Google The Brothers Crunch.
So you're looking at an EP and a full-length album currently.
Right.
Right.
Well, it's 7. The first one was 7 songs. We kind of call it an EEP. Wasn't quite a full album, but it's more than an EP. But
Yeah.
we were a brand new band. It's what we had at the time.
Because there's one more E in there.
That's right.
It's more
Extended.
than. It's more than an EP.
Extra extended play. That's right. It's an
Yep. Yeah,
But yeah, and then
yep.
the new album, 12 songs. 12 songs.
Sure, let's do 12.
with Dave
Oh,
Runyon.
the most
the
recent.
existing recent one.
But
Yes.
you can find them anywhere, Spotify,
Yeah,
all the shit.
yeah.
Okay. And then, because if somebody happens to be watching this before you guys play shows in the summer or something like that, how's your summer shaping up?
Oh,
Good.
We,
one of us can pull up the schedule
yeah,
here in
we,
a second.
Sure.
get the
And,
official schedule. We should prepare that.
Yeah, on Spotify.
It's edited.
Spotify, we have our bio and a lot of photos. That's an easy one. And then, of course, Facebook is a great way to stay really updated with us. And in the bio on Facebook also has all these links that'll show you all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And
So
the cover photo on our Facebook will have this schedule that Caul will read to you right now.
yeah. So May 21st is the next. Next show is May 21st. That's the Pond Jam.
Oh man, that's
The
a fucking
kickoff.
rad. That's a
Yeah.
fun ass
the
time
Pond
Pond Jam.
Jam.
Yeah.
For anyone who hasn't been there,
The
that's in Rapid City.
kickoff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pond Jam kickoff.
Yeah.
May 21st, and then next one's in June, way up north, Friendship Farms. June 25th, Thirsty Fish in Traverse City. July 22nd, we're playing Encore 201. We're looking forward to that. We haven't played there yet. That's a new venue.
Oh no, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah. A lot of our friends have played there. It's basically, they got a bar, there's drinks and everything, but it's basically geared specifically toward live music. It's a concert venue with a bar.
Yeah.
And so we're really looking forward to that one, June 22nd.
Caul, could you read those dates in a Sean Connery?
Yes, could you please?
I don't think I can. July 22nd.
Yes, you can.
Doonesville Music Festival.
Ooh.
That's in
Dunes-
Lake Anne. Lake Anne.
Doonesville, yes.
If we had Berta here, he could do that. But and then we get into July, August. People are probably gonna forget about it by then. But we do have all the dates posted, like Darin said, on our Facebook page. We do constant updates. So
Yeah, we're doing Cow Pie Festival in
that's gonna be fun.
beginning of August, and we have tickets for sale for that. Friends and family discount tickets. So
Okay.
please message us and hit us up. Message us through Facebook, and we will mail Cow Pie tickets to yourself at a big discount.
yeah.
And then don't forget our festival, Meadow Fest, August 26th, 27th. Aaron's
Meadowfest.
Meadowfest.
Where's that?
That's up in East Jordan.
Okay.
Outside of East Jordan.
Okay.
It's on our parents' 100 acres.
In the
It's-
jungle.
It's way out in the woods. It's a half mile back in
Okay.
the woods, completely off the grid. So you can find that through our Facebook page. It's kind of a private event, but it's a non-exclusive private event. 21 and up, no
Okay.
kids,
No dogs.
no dogs, no kids. It's a big old grown-up party back in the woods. It's a good time.
Yep.
But we're gonna have a bunch of great bands. Chirp.
Stormy Cromer.
Stormy Cromer, yeah.
Odd Shaped Puzzle,
Yeah.
which with a bunch of Aaron wrote dozens of songs that they play.
And their music is also available on the same site, Spotify, right?
Or go to their
We're
website.
not up on Spotify.
I was
yet.
listening to you on your website at work today, actually.
Yeah.
What's the website?
Oddshapedpuzzle.com.
You
Yeah,
got that
yeah.
domain name.
Yeah.
It's such a fucking cool thing. Like, just like the music scene in Northern Michigan, just how wide it spreads, how
Yeah,
many
man.
like little festivals there are for people that are maybe watching this from outside of the area. I pimp out this region pretty hard,
Yeah.
and it's just like if you come up here, look for a music festival, look for some fucking cool local festival, some cool local live
There's lots
music,
of 'em.
and it pays off all the time. It's always fun.
Yep.
I mean, there's just mountains of bands.
Oh, there's some incredible talent in the music scene up here. Speaking of which, on the second album, the new album from Brothers Crunch, we have among others Katie Larson from the Accidentals.
Oh yeah.
And those guys are taking off hard. They're doing really, really well.
Nice.
Katie laid like 8 tracks of cello for us on
Oh,
one
wow.
of my songs. Sounds amazing. Who else we got on that?
Joe Wilson from
Yeah.
Steppin' In It and E Minor Trio, who was in Steppin' In It with Dominic and
Who now plays bass for Jack White.
Jack White, and then Josh, who almost won
He
The
got-
Voice
he got
or
to the
American
finals
Idol or
on The
something.
Voice,
Yeah. He's on there. Yeah.
Well, those guys aren't on our record.
Right, from Steppin' In It. It's good old Steppin' In It. Throwback.
Speaking
Shout
of
out.
cello, let's switch. I want to talk about your basses a little bit because we've talked about this a little bit before.
Yeah.
But I just think it's super cool what you do, and I think
thanks,
people need to see that shit because it's rad. I love bass probably more than any other instrument just because of the vibe.
You're a smart man.
I've never been accused of that before.
We have good taste in it.
So you can't see these pictures, but I'm going to pull them up here and just talk my way through them. All right, so Caul, what the fuck am I looking at?
Okay, so that golden monstrosity, that's a section of an oil drum, a 55-gallon oil drum. When I picked up, actually I picked that up right across the street from Andy Van Gilder's place at the BP outlet, where they bring the gas before it goes into the trucks to be distributed to the gas stations. And anyway, I cut the thing up. That was the second upright that I built out of an oil drum, and that was when I first started playing bass with Elizabeth Landry, formerly E minor, and I basically needed something. I just basically couldn't afford a real upright because they're crazy expensive, and so the whole thing actually started when me and Darin and our two other brothers and my wife and our parents went to Ireland to our cousin Heather's wedding. And they're kind of business folks.
She married an Irishman.
Yes, and but we're sort of the artsy musical people, and they're kind of business minded sort of folks. And so they wanted us to play some music at the party the night before the wedding, and I didn't have a bass to play. These guys all had guitar, fiddle, mandolin, and I needed a bass, so I made a gut bass, like a hillbilly wash tub gut bass out of an oil drum I found laying in the ditch on the side of the road somewhere.
In Ireland.
Yeah.
That's
and
fantastic.
cut down. I took my dad's Swiss Army knife with a saw, and I cut down a branch off a tree from outside the cottage we were staying in, and built myself a gut bass, and it sounded really good. So when I got back here to the States, I started going about building that thing, and I still have it, still play on it every now and then. I've upgraded my build since
It's
then.
sitting out in the meadow.
What's your
I believe.
No, the old one is sitting out in the meadow.
What's your process for these things? What from brain baby to ready to go, ready to play?
Well,
How long does that take usually?
Well, when I first got started, of course, I had to look up the math. How long does a fingerboard have to be? How long from nut to bridge? Where's the bow got to go? All that kind of stuff. But I just basically made it up as I went along, and made lots of mistakes along the way. Learned from my mistakes, and.
But how does it sound?
It's good. It's not nearly as loud as a real upright. And then that's one of my latest ones. That's probably.
I think that looks so fucking sleek and cool as fuck.
Really good.
That's a cello. It's an electric cello. I just sold that to a good friend of mine, Corrine. She's. Now I'm having a brain fart. I forget the name of her band. That sucks. It'll come back to me. But great cellist. She's. That is black walnut. That's actually from a tree in our parents' 100 acres. Me and Darin's folks, 100 acres up north. Where we
For
have
Meadowfest. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a branch that. It's wood from the property that we milled up at my dad's place. But that cello is probably my masterwork. That's the best
really
thing I've
nice.
done.
It looks really nice.
We would climb that tree when we were kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's my boomstick.
Yeah, I like this.
That's that right there is me in. I think that's in Dave.
It's
Runyon's
Right
studio.
Brain. Is that Right Brain?
Oh, that's Right Brain. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's in the brewery.
Oh, yeah.
I realized this. I remember the setup. Yeah.
Oh,
But
we were
that's-
in the back, the storage where they have all the kegs and
What
the
show was that?
as well.
I think I was at that show.
It was 20.
Crony, wasn't it?
First time we played with 22
Oh, I was
to none
fucking
and
at
Crony.
that show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
That was
Shout out
fun.
to Sled Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's just
But
it's
the
fun.
boomstick, it's basically made to look like a shotgun. It's a 2-inch outside diameter stainless steel pipe for the fingerboard, and that one's in That's in Dave Runyon's studio, recording on the second album.
That last the photo in Right Brain, that's the night we met Sled Dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
is
right.
it?
Yep.
That's right.
It's one of my
this is
favorite humans.
This looks like us at Pond Jam, actually, possibly.
That was the most
Feltgood?
recent ResFest stage
Oh,
at
okay.
the second location of ResFest in Mansalona.
That was that. This
Okay.
that one's the third incarnation of my oil drum bass, the double gut, and that's actually 2 wash tubs like poor folk might wash their kids in, and it's the bigger a wash tub on the bottom, the smaller one on the top, and that's what you'd normally use for the old hillbilly gut bass.
Okay.
And I just kind of fuse the 2 barrels together, or the 2 bins together, whatever. And put actually from Darin's work, I picked up a sheet of what is that? It's a really nice. It's a solid ply.
Probably Baltic birch.
Yes, it is
yeah.
Baltic birch. See, knows his shit.
Mm.
Yeah, but and use that. For
Musicians
the face.
know their wood. You know.
Heyo. That's what you said. Wait. While this photo's up, shout out to the Res crew
Yeah.
and all our Mansalona and Pleasant Valley kids, and Andrea, who's the queen of Res. I have those tapestries at my house. They had to move the property, and we had to go in there and tear that stage down and save the wood, send it to Bama's. And I got those tapestries, so I still have them for you.
Oh,
Don't worry, I watched them.
That's,
Oh, good.
you were saying that poor folk would wash their kids in those. But that's how I take my baths, dude.
Uh-oh.
You're a po' boy.
I didn't. I'm just learning this. about
Hopefully we'll
myself.
make a lot of money at this show tonight, and you won't have to.
You can
I
buy a
thought
real
this was
bathtub.
how people took baths.
This is not the normal American way.
It's how we used to take baths. You
Come
just sat
to-
down and put your
this-
balls in the water.
Am I?
But if anyone out there is interested in seeing more of what I do have a YouTube channel. It's Cauldron Music.
Okay.
Same as my Facebook page, Cauldron Music. And I've most of my videos are the construction process of doing these things.
It's just cool to check out, man. For like people that are just enthusiasts, like for instruments or whatever, it's just cool to check out.
And I like to feature a lot of local music. Pretty much everything I play on the channel is local artists. And
Very cool.
friends.
We'll put a link on the video for sure.
That one's louder than the other one, right? That one's
That
one's
one,
louder
that's
than.
almost volume-wise about equal to a real upright.
Click that link, Cauldron Music, and Caul will take orders for custom-built basses.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were. I wasn't sure if you were selling them. I mean, I figured you were,
Yep.
but I didn't know if you were just making them for yourself or something.
That cello was sold.
You know? Okay.
Call.
Call.
And I've sold an electric upright bass that's similar to that cello. I had 2 of them. I kept the one for myself because I liked it so much. I'll be playing on that. No, I played on that last weekend at Union Street. Yeah.
Speaking of other
was
links,
amazing.
to click when it comes to you guys, I wanted to have you guys on a yearish or so ago to talk about Feltgood TV, which is fucking ridiculously awesome. I don't know why I was just stumbling around on Facebook, and I think I saw a post, and I was like, these fucking Brothers Crunch guys do a puppet show.
Well, technically, I'm not involved in that. That's Darin's baby with a couple other.
I wasn't sure if you were. I wasn't sure who was exactly.
I'm a cheerleader.
And
Perfect.
typically we don't like to say by name who are the puppeteers. You know, no one really knows who's
I mean, it's
behind
a
the
good
curtain.
idea.
But our one of the puppets name's Berta, and maybe the human's also named Berta. But anyway, he sometimes gets on stage and sings with us, actually.
How did you come up with the idea to do a puppet YouTube channel? And we're going to play a clip. You won't see the clip, but I'll play the clip. Which, by the way, what is a good clip? 30 seconds-ish, a minute or so to play from one of those?
Ooh,
one that you would choose.
Gosh, I love the I learned it from watching you. Zombies on Drugs commercial.
Remember those old,
Anyone our age or older will remember that commercial. I learned it from watching you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
Did you
there's
write all
actually
those?
there's no English words in it because they're zombies. So
Where did it go? It doesn't have me. Zombie parents who use drugs have zombie children who use drugs.
Did you write
Yeah,
all those and produce all of them yourself?
Feltgood TV. We're a crew of 4. 2 that focus more on the puppeteering and 2 that focus more on the videography. But we all collaborate in writing and producing. And Alex G is the mastermind behind it all. He built all the puppets, and he's our fearless leader for sure. So yeah, Feltgood
It's fun,
TV.
man.
Yeah, it's great. It's so much fun. Yeah, it's so much fun.
I wanted to give a shout. I wanted to get Feltgood TV on the podcast about a year ago, and then I just kind of lost track.
Yeah, let's
when
do
we're
it.
Talking about it. Yeah, 'cause
They
it'd
would
really
be
fun.
down.
We should make that
Yeah.
happen. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the weather's warming up. We'll start crawling out of
I know. I put
hibernation.
fucking
Start doing
shorts and flip flops and t-shirts on today. I walked around outside like that for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You guys, I want to thank you for coming in. Again, Brothers Crunch, available on Spotify, all the things. Website?
Odd shape. I was gonna say odd shape puzzle too.
Yeah,
We don't have a .com website.
we were
Wasn't
on
sure.
Spotify
we were
and
working on that
Facebook.
for a while, but we never.
I've been doing the bio. I've been sending people to Spotify because our bio's on there. We have a bunch of photos on there, or Facebook.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Everybody's on the shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I rarely go to. I hate to say it, but I rarely go to my friends' bands' websites because I just want to hear that music
Yeah.
and watch a video and see what's
We
new.
do have a YouTube
Sure.
channel as well. There's not a whole lot of content there yet. There's a great video that our buddy Davey Sifford did the video work and produced for us.
Yes.
For our song "Anatomy of a Groove."
Okay.
It's definitely worth
It's a
checking
fun
out.
song.
That's
Yeah.
actually the video that got the attention of the unnamed famous person that hopefully we'll be working with on the 3rd album.
An old late '80s punk
feel teased.
rocker.
It's Beavis.
It's Beavis.
He
It makes the most sense.
he actually is involved with Beavis and Butthead Do America. That's a hint. That's the only hint you get.
Really?
Really?
Yes, but Odd Shape Puzzle is going to be playing a lot of those dates that
What if
Caul
I
mentioned.
guessed right now? If I guessed
Yeah.
who it was, it's not live. Never mind. I don't want to fuck you over.
Yeah,
Shut up, Smitty.
yeah,
Important figure from the 90s. for rock and
Oh, Odd Shape Puzzle will be co-headlining our next show at the Pond Kickoff.
That's right.
So everyone's got to be there. And this podcast will probably come out right before it happens. So May 21st.
And so this podcast will be out in just a few days. So,
Genius.
there we go.
And who else is there? Mike Rostek, Slim Pickens, Jack Elliott, the Surferitos, and there's 1 or 2 more. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's always a good time. The Pond Jam is amazing.
Fuck
if you
yeah.
haven't been there, you got to go.
It's an awesome venue. I love it. I think last year when I emceed a gig there last year, and I had not been there before. I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Go. Yeah, the Caul family, they set that up. They did a great job. Yeah.
Again, Brothers Crunch, new album coming out soon, directed by our great friend Dave Runyon.
Love you, Dave.
Click the links and like these guys and go give them a listen. And I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming to the
Appreciate
SmitHole.
you, man.
All right.
Buffalo.
Thanks, guys.
Buffalo.
Appreciate it. What the hell? Everything.